Hello. Can you say hello too? Hey. Your dad's doing a good job, huh? It was interesting, different personalities, and one smashed the keys and and then you were apprehensive about it.
I got it. Thank you.
Oh, welcome back. Oh, we were jiving around with James Farrell right here. Your feral cat, huh?
Feral cat.
So Brett Eldridge.
Yes.
That's the name.
That was the name.
So you got asked to be in his band. My mom wanted me to ask you about that.
I did, yes. I don't know, someone I knew from town.
Put a lot of echo on that.
I don't think they did it. That's not them. Is there a lot of echo going on?
Yeah.
Check. Hey, better. Yeah, I knew someone in the band, probably from I think from a church gig. I'm not a church guy, but to make money, I will occasionally, praise the Lord for my paycheck. Yeah, exactly. And I think there was a drummer who I played with during a church gig who had the Brett gig, and called me and said, "Hey, it's a little less money, but I think this guy's going to take off."
That was before he took off.
It was like, I think he had one number one, and then I joined, and he ended up having like 4 or 5 or 6 or something.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. What was it? You went on tour with him?
I was on tour with him, and we opened for like a bunch of, it's a mixture of like you're opening for cool artists, you're doing some shows by yourself, you're doing a lot of county fairs.
Okay.
A lot of mud pies, a lot of like weird fairs, a lot of corn dogs. Not great. It's not fun. The weird thing about country music is like in the winter you go to Canada, and in the summer you go to like fields. It's just straight. It's the worst.
You got any memorable tour story from first going on the road with him?
Any memorable tour stories? Not particularly.
He wasn't specifically
He was
angry
very
or...
shy. No, he was like a nice guy. He's very shy. The only one thing I do remember is there's one moment where we had the Dallas cheerleaders on our bus, but everyone was so uncomfortable that
the band was?
Everyone. Because I think it was like the band was a bunch of music geeks who were like, how are they on the bus? And then they thought we were like rock stars and we weren't, and they were like, what is going on? And it was just like a very uncomfortable moment. It wasn't like they were on the bus with Poison. They were on the bus with,
Everybody's being polite.
Everyone was being polite. It was, a bunch of nice church-going folk. Yes, exactly. Yeah. It's like they have to be on their best behavior to represent the Cowboys. We have to be on our best behavior to represent Brett. It's just like,
what was Brett doing this whole time? Did he invite them on the bus?
He invited them on, but he was fairly shy and
He was trying to play rock star.
Yeah, kind of. It was just weird. It was just weird.
Did you guys get a picture or something with the...
We didn't even get a picture. No. It might as well have been in high school. It was like a high school date. Everyone was on separate sides. It was bizarre.
How long did you tour with Brett for? Was it just a tour thing, or did you
I
ever
was
record it?
no. The thing about Nashville is those who tour don't record with the artist. It's very rare.
Really?
Yeah, it's all very delineated. So like if you are in the studios, you're in the studios. If you're on tour, you're on tour. You don't really cross. If you write songs, you write songs. Like it's very separate.
So you abandoned the kind of songwriting thing to go.
Yeah, I thought I need to make money, so I abandoned songwriting to do the road. I would songwrite when I would come home, but I was known as a road guy. You're very much your label. So I was like, oh, James, he's a road guy. And I was like, oh, that guy, he's a producer. Oh, that guy, he's a songwriter. Oh, that woman, she's an engineer. You're just like, you're very in your...
Really? Yeah.
Yeah. And so I was on the road, and then I was realizing I hated the road. And I was
How long did it take you to realize that?
I think I was with Brett for like 2 years. And I got really into meditation. And I started meditating a lot, and I was like, what is wrong? Why do I feel this way? And eventually I was like, all of your problems are coming from the road. Every single thing relates to the road. You need to go. And so I quit. And I decided I wanted to be a producer and I wanted to be a writer, and I went for it.
Production specifically, or writing more because it's where you came from?
I wanted to do writing because the money's in songwriting, but I loved production. And so I kind of wanted to try to pull being a producer-songwriter.
Did you know many songwriters that were getting a lot of traction?
Not anyone I was super close to. I knew people who were kind of getting signed, but no one was getting traction. In Nashville, it was like there were like 10 writers who made all the hits, and everyone else is just like hanging around.
And then, so around what year was it that you quit Brett's band? Was the last big band that you were in?
I quit Brett when Allie moved to Nashville. So that was like 2016, 17 maybe.
It's another good reason to quit the road too.
Yeah, she came to Nashville, and I was just like, I don't want to be here anymore. This doesn't work. I was really truly like, every time I've been on the road to the relationship, it's ended. I don't want this to end.
Yeah.
So I should get off the road.
That was wise.
Yeah, totally. Some people are okay with it, and some people aren't. And like we just weren't. It wasn't going to work that way.
And so then COVID hit.
COVID hit.
So how did that do your time in Nashville?
COVID hit just as before COVID hit, I was trying to produce a pop artist. And she was my last ditch effort in the industry. I was like, I'm going to give it the best I can. I'm going to produce the best stuff. I'm going to write great songs. And if this doesn't work, it's just not meant for me. I was like, it's just not meant for me. And we did some really cool stuff I'm really proud of. And she ended up moving back to Canada and going into country. We were doing pop.
What was her name?
Her name the artist was Brittany, but she's Brittany Kennel. Now in country she goes by Brittany Kennel. But we had a thing called Brittany where I produced her, and she was like a pop artist, and it was really cool. And people dug it, but we just couldn't get arrested. And I realized like this isn't gonna work. So I went to be a coder. I went into coding.
And that was just, you knew that you could learn it on the internet and...
Yeah, I had a cousin who's very similar, who's artistic, who's younger, and he did it. And he got a really good job right after he finished it. And I was like, I'm just as smart as him, I can do that. And so I tried it, and it worked.
You went for the family thing instead.
I went for the family thing, and really that was it. It was like we wanted to start a family, and you can't... I was playing for artists with many number ones, and I was making maybe $35,000, $40,000 a year. And I was touring almost 200 days a year.
You gotta ask yourself why you're putting yourself through it.
It's like I'm not bringing home enough money to like be away from the family.
Yeah, you might as well be closer.
I might as well be closer. So I changed it up.
Well, it sounds like you safely got to learn that lesson without going through too many. You didn't get robbed too many times on the road or anything like that, did you?
No, I never got robbed.
Great.
I got lucky. But I definitely got, I didn't get what I deserved. I didn't get It's hard. It's a hard gig. Yeah. Music industry is crazy.
And I can't believe dealing with the egos of the people that you have to back up.
Yeah, and you have to be nice all the time.
The smiley guy.
Yeah, you gotta be smiling. And it's wild out there.
What was your favorite talk show that you went on to?
Conan.
What did you like him?
He was. I mean, he was quick, but he was just very tall, and he's my hero. So
How tall is he in person?
He's huge.
Yeah? Like doorway size?
Yeah. He's like 6'5" or something. He's humongous. But he shook my hand, and he's very tall. It was cool. He was just, I think just doing that was like a privilege for me. I think, yeah, that was interesting. I don't know, that was cool.
It always sounds good?
Yeah.
Does it sound ever weird at those things?
The sound is pretty good. They're all very professional. And, I don't know, it's just cool. It's one of those things where you think it's going to be this amazing experience, and then it's kind of like another day.
Just another gig.
It's just another gig.
And it goes really quick.
And it goes really fast. Yeah, it goes really fast. And what's funny is I do remember with the artist I was playing with, after the gig, he wasn't happy with the performance, and he was miserable. And I remember calling home and being like, I think I need to quit. I was like, I just didn't like the thing I've dreamed about, and it's been absolutely soured. And I was like, I don't think I can do this. But the drummer was like, you should just stick it out with me. And I stuck it out, and it was fun. But
he was not happy with his performance?
Yeah, he wasn't happy with his performance, he wasn't happy with certain things, and I was so stoked. I was like, I just did Conan, but then it was just completely ruined. So, it is what it is.
I'm glad you stuck it out.
Yeah, it was fun. It ended up being worth it.
So, talking about family, I think you say you got a song about your dad.
I do, and he's in the audience, and he's heard this, and I'll play it again for him.
When did you write this?
I wrote this, I wonder if I played this when we had an album together, but I wrote it for the Opry. It was Father's Day, and I think that day I was inspired to write this song, because I'm a father, and then I was thinking about him, and I was like, I should write something for this day. But I feel like it was like a year ago. If it wasn't the show we did, it was another one.
Okay. Yeah, I'll let you know if I remember.
We are muted though. Is it me? Is it me? Wait, no, I'm speaking. Boys were touching the keyboard. But yeah, all my life I've had a hard time saying, I think, how I feel. And I've always hid behind songs, and this is part of it. So, this is called I'm Him. Well, we all become our fathers, no matter what we do. But it's okay, because our dads became their fathers too. Some see it in their eyes, some see it in their nose, some feel it when they're young, some feel it when they're old. I used to want to be him, and then I ran away. I never used to see him, but now I see him every day. I hear him in my voice, smell him on my skin. The man I swore that I would never be. I'm him. Most days I can't remember, some days I won't forget. Some days he could have done better, but I know he tried his best. He wasn't always round, but he was always there. He never said too much, but I always knew he cared. I used to resent him, but then I had some kids. Now I understand the man in ways I never did. I used to never call him, been checking in. Should anybody ever understand, it's him. Myself, I see him in my kids. The man I swore that I would never be. I'm him. And if anyone should ever understand, it's him. I know you got one. You got something about your dad you want to play.
So when I was about 9 or 10 years old, my dad used to teach me about music after dinner time. And that's why record stores are so important to me, because I'd have to listen to both sides of a record before I could do what I wanted to do and go outside. I had to make sure I really didn't like it or I really liked it. Sometimes the B side was real tough. I think some of the Elvis ones. But I always liked Jethro Tull. My mom would play me Jethro Tull.
Oh man, that is a huge Jethro Tull fan.
She called him Tull. You'd sit me down on the left side of the sofa. I'd get corduroy grooves in my arms. From leaning toward a record, spinning feeling, you'd sit in that black chair, watch it all. Stay until the second side is over. Time goes faster than a race car down a track. Help your mother clear the table. Pump your brakes when you live too fast. Yeah, I'd stay right there on the left side of the sofa till you let me turn the record when I was tall. It's alright, Mom, I'm only bleeding. I got the name and all the Beach Boys surfing songs. Stay until the second side is over. Time goes faster than a race car down a track. Help your mother clear the table. Pump your brakes when you live too fast. Hey son, tomorrow after dinner, would you play catch with your old man? If the sun's still out after dinner, I'd love to play catch with you, Dad. So stay until the second side is over. Time goes faster than a race car down a track. evil. Pump your brakes when you live too fast. Come on outside when you are able. Pump your brakes when you live too fast. So I'll trade songs with you for a minute. That's good. So when did you start writing songs for fun?
For fun, when I started doing it for fun,
Were you having a good time the whole time?
I think when I was 16, I started for fun, and then I think I lost the fun around 22. And then I found it again when I turned 40. Yeah. Well, I just turned 40. I think maybe mid-30s, I was like, okay. When I got out of the business, I was like, okay, let's do it for fun. Let's have a good time. You know?
A good time.
Yeah. And I think I had to get more comfortable with who I was, you know? I think I was writing a lot. In Nashville, I was trying to write for other people. I was avoiding who I was.
Writing other people's voices.
Yeah, other people's voices or what I thought was going to be successful or fun. Louis, don't stare into the light. It's amazing the things you have to teach kids.
You wouldn't think, huh?
You think naturally a human being would be like, I shouldn't look into a bright light. But children, you have to teach them everything.
It's wild.
It's crazy. But yeah, I think. Hey guys. All right. Now I can do all the dirty songs. Yeah. But yeah, I think I didn't get into writing for fun until I got out of the industry. And then it was like, this is cool. Thanks for coming, guys. Yeah. When did you start writing for fun? Or was it always fun?
I don't enjoy it too much.
Yeah, I know. I don't
know if I ever really enjoyed it.
I don't think many artists enjoy it.
That's a common thing.
Yeah. I remember.
It's kind of like something I have to. You feel like you have to do it because I know it's possible or it's gonna. If you get an idea, you know.
Yeah, I think so. I remember reading like a thing with like Randy Newman. It was like a book about songwriters on songwriters, and they're like, how much do you enjoy it? And he was like, no, I hate every minute. My favorite moment is when it's over.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah.
But it's a slog.
Yeah, the whole time it is.
It's a total slog.
What book is that? It's a Randy Newman.
I can't remember. No, it's just like songwriters on songwriters. I think it's like Paul Simon, Randy Newman, all these people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and they just kind of talk about their craft, and I think most of them hate it.
See, the thing that really got me was I was happy to find out that John Prine, he said he'd rather go get a hot dog than write a song.
I believe
that. Anything under the sun I'd rather do than do that. Yeah.
I'd rather eat a burger.
Yeah. Then it goes too long without writing something, and then there's that other kind of. Do you ever get that? How often do you write songs?
These days it takes months.
Do you,
I really don't write
idea by little idea?
I'll sit at a piano, I'll come up with like a verse or a line or something, and then it'll just go away. The best thing that ever happened to me was the writing group I was in, where you had to write a song every week. And if you didn't, you were out. And it just forced you to just not think about it and just be yourself and write.
Yeah, see, that's a good rule. I was in a songwriter group that didn't have the rule if you couldn't come up with it. It was our rule was that you got 5 minutes we had to stare at you. And so we're all going to stare at you in silence if you got nothing to say.
Right.
So that's it's the uncomfortable factor.
Okay, that's a little
But I think
weird.
Getting kicked out is probably going to write better songs though.
Yeah, and like this was all email based. So like, it was, you had to submit, otherwise you quit. And that's kind of it.
Was that did you write that Tuesday song? That was from
That
the
was the Songwriter Club, yeah. That was.
Is there another memorable one you had from there?
I'll do this one. There's not many people here, and my kids left, so I can do this one. But there was a song. The prompt was people, and a lot of people. A lot of honest songwriters think people. They think like looking through a peephole, like through a keyhole, like spying on someone. And I think, there's a certain person who recently became very powerful and very in the media, and I decided to write a song for him. So instead of writing about like looking through a peephole, I wrote a song called "Shove It Up Your Peephole." Again, the kids are gone, so but let's see if I can pull it off. It's hard to find the words when I come across your name. Though it's not complicated, it's still hard to explain. It's somewhere between anger, repugnance, and distaste. But those words don't do it justice in this case. So shove it up your people. I'm sorry if it's crass, but take your self-made millionaire bullshit, shove it up your ass. Take your driver by the head, put it where you can't grow grass. Shove it up your people, pull it out your ass. I didn't study English, I don't read when I have time. I wouldn't know it's Shakespeare if you read a famous line. I can't write a rebuttal or debate like Hitchens had, but I sure as hell can make you feel bad. Everybody, so shove it up your people. I'm sorry if it's crass. Take your self-made millionaire bullshit, shove it up your ass. Take your driver by the head, put it where it can't grow grass. Shove it up your people, and pull it out your ass. Love to dish it out, but cry when it comes back. So sorry to disrupt your midnight snack. So shove it up your people. I'm sorry if it's crass. But take your self-made millionaire bullshit, shove it up your big fat ass. Take your driver by the head, put it where you can't grow grass. Shove it up your people and pull it out your ass. Shove it up your people and pull it out your ass. Amen. Thank you. Thank you. For the children. For the children.
Did you make a video of singing that song at all?
I didn't, but maybe I should.
It sounds like one the internet's really good.
I know, it should be meme-ified.
Right?
I just don't want to get put on a list. I would love to travel.
Oh, getting put on a list?
Yeah, I might get put on a list. Alright, I think that was the one that did it. I think that hurt the crowd.
Oh, that killed him. Well, then I was gonna say, I got one that'll kill him though.
Songs. That's the one. The one about my father, the one about my wife. Right now.
People are angry.
People are angry.
They want to start another war. I heard it on the news. Preacher man, politician says he knows what to do. He's wondering if we're living like the Bible tells us to. I got around to thinking, it's got me feeling blue. Send your tired, sick and poor, thoughts and prayers are too. Love thy neighbor as thyself, long as he looks like you. Desperately clinging on to what they hold so true, but they hear not what they speak, and they know not what to do. Hallelujah, they'll be singing.
They'll stop to help a hungry beggar find his own bootstraps. They'll give up half their Saturday just to melt the old ice caps. By 9 o'clock on Sunday they'll be smiling in the pew. They hear not what they speak, Lord, they know not what they do. Hallelujah, they'll be singing. Blinded by the light. I can hear the church bells ringing. If you look inside, you'll find that something isn't right. Oh, forgive me for questioning the kind of holy life you lead. At least you can tell that I'll go to hell for failing to believe. I pray to that God above, He can forgive you too. You hear not what you speak, my friend, and you know not what you do. Hallelujah, they'll be singing. Blinded by the light. All those bells keep ding-a-linging. If you look inside, you'll find that something isn't right. The Lord is gonna save us. We're basking in the truth. But all these sinners keep on sinning. They hear not what they speak, and they know not what they do. But what we're sowing, we will reap. And I don't know what to do. Oh, we don't practice what we preach, and I don't know what to do.
So you said you actually started and you found the golden thread and started to enjoy writing songs.
Yeah.
Yeah? And that was and you turned 40 and started doing it when you didn't have to.
When I just didn't care.
Yeah.
When it was like strictly for, I think once I got comfortable with me, I got more comfortable with writing my songs.
What was it?
Yeah.
What helped you feel comfortable with you?
Therapy, children, aging, just getting out of the industry. I don't know. I think, going to Nashville, I got to do a lot of really cool things, and I think I lost me in the process. I think I tried very hard to fit in, and by doing so, you lose what brought you there in the first place.
Strange that
It's
that
weird how it
happens.
happens, Yeah.
But then being a dad kind of put everything into perspective too.
Yeah.
It seemed like you're the smart kind of guy that took it the right way and didn't try to keep your own life going.
No. I think what's funny is that before we had kids, I was thinking long and hard about whether I wanted them. And it's probably not the right way to think about it, but I was like, I'm tired of thinking about me. I want to think about someone else. I'm tired of worrying about myself. I'm tired about like bemoaning my life. And I want to take care of someone else's life.
Yeah.
And having kids kind of helped take the pressure off. It took the pressure off of me being like, why am I not this? Why am I not that? How do I do this? How do I do
Now
that?
it doesn't matter.
And now it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And it really gave a lot of perspective. And I'm just like, who cares about all these things? I just care about these kids and what joy I can bring them. And then, part of the reason they came tonight is I wanted them to be here just to see that doing music can just be fun. That it's just like a part of life, and it's something that I do for nothing else other than to have fun and entertain, and just like it's a thing you do.
Yeah.
It's not a job. It's not something you have to be the best at or famous at. It's just something you do.
Yeah.
No
Sing
different.
songs, yeah.
You sing your songs. No different than cooking dinner for someone and having people over or whatever. It's just part of life. And I just wanted them to see that. I think once I started getting into the idea of like making music is something you give, it's not something you receive, it changed everything.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
And was that the first time they saw you play?
Like first time out, yeah. They've never seen me play out.
Oh, that's great.
They did great. They're really like well behaved.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're cool.
Yeah, you would never have thought, oh, that's really cute that they got to see that.
Yeah, it's, I mean, my dream is at some point, like, I am recording their records and like playing drums for them while they're trying to like figure things out.
I hope that
That's my
happens.
training.
Did they get any instruments yet?
Occasionally, yeah, they have a guitar that they don't play. They have a drum set of mine they destroy. They have keyboards that they make too loud.
Well,
It's just,
that's
you know,
their job. Yeah.
and it's hard because like for me, it's like everything's so precious. Kids just want to like bang on things, and I'm just like, please don't bang on it. So it's like it's a big. I have to figure out how to like let them be kids around my instruments.
Wait,
It's
yeah.
hard. It's really hard.
I think I got an old keyboard I can give you for them to bang on.
Oh, I've got plenty of old keyboards. I just still don't want to bang.
You still just. It's an instrument.
It's an old Casio.
Let it sing. Let
Yeah.
it sing.
Yeah, that's you're depreciating its
That's an
value.
old Casio.
Yeah, you're depreciating it right now. But it's funny though. It's funny what I've noticed is like one kid is really good at melodies, really good at like hearing melodies, predicting melodies. The other kid's very good at rhythm. From the second he was like 1 year old, you would put on a song and he would just rock in rhythm. And they both get different pieces of music, but they hate when I try to teach them anything.
Yeah.
So it's like it's there, but I just have to wait for the moment where they let me teach them something.
At some point they'll ask you a question and you're gonna go,
What? Yeah,
I can, yeah.
yeah, and I'll show my cards too much, and then they'll be like, "Dan, never mind. You're embarrassing me." You know, it's like the way I treat my dad on the golf course is how they're going to treat me in the studio. Like, Dad, leave me alone. I know how to hit a club. I'm like, I know what a scale is.
But when did you learn that though?
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, now I lost my train of thought. Doing things for fun is what I was thinking about.
Yeah.
What any other just a fun song that you wrote?
Let's see, a fun song. People is
People
fun.
was a good time.
A lot of my songs are so. I could keep going politics. I don't know if that's fun.
I like the politics song. Let's hear one.
Let me see. I've got this song, Cardboard.
Or
Let
the
me see.
Or the most unlike what you usually do song.
The most-
You wrote some. I'm sure at some point you wrote something different. You're like, that's not what I usually do, and then you kept going with it.
You know, maybe I can do that. This one. Let's see if I can remember this one. I have a song called Rehabilitation that makes me feel a little bit cooler because it's all about drug references. Can do that. Kind of. Let's see. What do I normally do? I have a key for this? Okay. We'll try this. It's a little more like. It should be more rock and roll. I don't know. Never done a drug. Never broke the law. Never done one thing. I couldn't call my mom and tell her I'm a goody two-shoes, but you're too good to ever let you know you're a bad influence, and I'm kind of into it. I could cook you up and shoot you in my veins, crush you into dust, snort you like cocaine. I could roll you up, take a drag. You're so intoxicating. I'm gonna need some rehabilitation after you. I'm gonna need some rehabilitation after you. Yeah, all my friends say I'm in too deep, but just one little taste, they'd agree that you were worth it. I'm a goody two-shoes, but you're too good to ever let you go. You're a bad influence, and I'm kind of into it. I could cook you, shoot you in my veins, crush you into dust, snort you like cocaine. I could roll you up, take a drag. You're so intoxicating. I'm gonna need some rehabilitation after you. bed sheets till my hands turn white, till they turn white. I could cook you up and shoot you in my veins, crush you into dust and snort you like cocaine. I could roll you up, take a puff, take a drag. You're so intoxicating, I might be hallucinating. I can cook you up, shoot you in my veins, crush you into dust, snort you like cocaine. I could roll you up, take a puff, take a drag. You're so intoxicating, I'm gonna need some rehabilitation after you. I'm gonna need some rehabilitation after you.
That was fantastic.
Thanks, man. That's another songwriter, song game song.
What was the word for
Hey.
that?
I think it might have been rehabilitation. I think
It's
so.
fantastic.
Thanks, man.
And did it feel different to you in some way?
Yeah, it's a little more like alt rock. I don't know, a little more rock and roll. And like it's drug references, which like I've never done cocaine. So I'm just like, oh, makes me feel tough.
Yeah. I thought you pulled it. I would have guessed you partied a good amount.
You would think so. I think the craziest thing about my music career is I've actually never seen cocaine.
Never seen
Like
it?
I've literally never seen it.
Really?
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Of like all the touring I've done, all of the stuff I've seen,
You just were never in the room.
I was just there. That's the thing. They didn't want me there.
Nobody wanted to share with you.
No, they just looked. Yeah, they looked at me and they're like, "Ah, man, he's just gonna make a thing about this. He's not gonna pay, or he's gonna ask if he has to pay. He's gonna make it weird.
He's gonna ask me.
Yeah, he's like, should I pay you for this? How much? What's like a bump?" And they're just like, it's like, don't even ask him.
How much is this much?
Yeah, exactly. Why are we doing it on the key? Did you wash the key? Is the key clean?
Whose key is this?
Whose key is
Are they
this?
gonna lose it?
Yeah, exactly. Like, just don't ask the guy. Don't ask him.
Well, you've been doing stand-up. Do you do that bit?
I don't do that.
That might be.
No, maybe I will.
Whose key is this? I'm
Yeah, right, exactly. Somebody lost their key, and then I'm pouring all the coke off, and it's like, oh shit.
Well, I want to hear another one. Yeah, here. I just want to hear another one of your songs. I don't want to play anything.
All right.
Yeah, we've got time for one more.
One more. Oh, man. What should I do for one more?
What's something?
Yeah, give me a prompt. Maybe I'll find something.
Something that's if you had a something that you would be okay with having to be the last thing you played.
Have the last thing I played.
So I always try to think. Well, I used to think about I think when I used to party a lot and I didn't know exactly how I was gonna get home. I would always make sure the last song I played I was okay with that being the last thing I ever sang before I died.
That's not a lot of pressure. Yeah, that's okay. What's the last thing I want to play before I die?
Yeah, but no, just where you feel okay leaving the bar.
Ooh, all right. I've got two ideas. One is I wrote the song "Falling for a Friend That I Love." That's just like really innocent. And I have the song "Big Little Boy" I wrote for my son.
Let's do Big Little Boy.
I'll do "Big Little Boy." So again, speaking of stand-up, I started typing in "big." Oh man, thank you, brother. I appreciate it. I've never been told I rock before.
No?
No, I've normally been told I'm very nice. Everyone's like, you're very nice. Those are very nice. That's very sweet.
Did you know? Now you can put that on your bio.
Now I rock. I guess I rock. So this was another song game song. The prompt was exactly nothing. So that was like, I didn't know what to do with it. But when that night, I was putting my son to bed, Crosby, and he was maybe 2, maybe 2.5, 3 or something. And I was giving him a hug, He said, Daddy, I don't ever want to grow up. I want to be a big little boy forever. And I said, why? And he said, because when I grow up, I can't call you Daddy anymore. And he's like 2. And first of all, he could hardly talk. He was learning that he was a late talker. And so the fact he was talking was amazing. And then he was expressing himself. He was just like, I don't ever want to grow up because I can't tell you Daddy when I'm big. I want to be a big little boy forever.
Jeez.
And so that killed me. And so I went downstairs and I wrote this song called Big Little Boy. And I can't I normally can't play it without crying a little bit. Big little boy, don't you ever grow up. You're perfect the way you are. Don't trade these days of wonder and joy for a girlfriend and a car. You haven't seen much, but you know everything. You don't say much when you do. You're right. You're in touch with the world beyond my eyes. So don't grow up, big little boy. Big little boy, don't you ever lose hope. I'm always a call away. I know that you can do it on your own, but I'll help you along the way. I'll give you advice that you don't have to take. I'll give you some money when the times are tough. I'll give you love when you're feeling all alone. So don't give up, big little boy. But there's nothing, exactly nothing. There's nothing I can do. You'll get older, older and older, and I'll get older too. And one of these days, you'll be too big to hold. One of these days, you'll be too busy to talk. One of these days, you might be far away from me. So don't grow up, big little boy. Big little boy. Thanks, man.
Thanks y'all for coming. Remember to jive safely. We'll see you next month.
Thank you, Pete.
Thank you.
Big Jive, everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Okay, well done. Everything, well done. This is special. Thank you, guys. I haven't played a show like this.
That's the goal.
Oh, thank you.
I'm glad.